stinks in here, doesn't it? Ain't working.
Reg!
Well, he ain't gonna answer now if he didn't answer before, is he? Oh, careful, Arthur.
Reg! He's dead.
Dead drunk.
No, he's dead.
No, it's not. I can still feel his pulse. Give me something with it, quick.
All right. What do you think it could be?
I don't know. Hypothermia, stroke, drink, I don't know. He could have been here like this ever since he's been missing.
We didn't notice anything.
Who does, son? He's a cantankerous old man. Den, go and get the doc quick.
Right.
And the best thing you can do is go and get dressed.
All right.
Sorry.
All we've got to do now is arrange for you to have a test. I'll fix an appointment at the clinic.
Right. When did you say officially?
I'm busy.
Well, I'm sorry to barge in like this, Doc, Pauline, but it's old Reg across the road. He looks a bit dodgy, like he's had a stroke or something.
Is he conscious?
No, he's barely breathing.
Have you phoned for an ambulance?
I came straight
Well, do it
across.
now, will you? Pauline, I'll have to see you later. And tell the people waiting outside I'll be back as soon as I can.
You found him then, Dennis?
Ambulance. Yeah, kicked his door in. Yeah, can you send an ambulance to... Oh, what number is it, Paul?
23.
23 Albert Square, Walford. Me? Oh, I'm Dan Watts, publican of Queen Victoria. It's an old boy. He's had a stroke or something. It's actually the old dodgy strawberry. Where's my fags?
You've given them up, ain't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I better go and tell this lot.
Oh, what's up with you then, Paul?
Oh, confidential, Dennis. Here, it's a good thing I weren't undressed when you come in, wasn't it?
Wouldn't have bothered me. I would have kept my eyes shut.
Hello, Arthur. See if you can open it, will you?
We ain't moved him, Doctor.
Reg! Reg!
How is he?
Well, he ain't feeling any better, Al.
Ambulance has arrived. What's up with your missus then, Arthur?
How do you mean?
Well, she was at the surgery when I got over there.
Well, not now, Den, eh? Has he gone, Doctor?
How long's he been like that then, Doc?
I think it's best, gentlemen, if you vacate the room.
Why, what's up?
He's not dead, is he?
No, we're going to need some space.
I'm sorry I had to call you.
It's okay. You did the right thing.
It's just I thought if I don't talk to someone soon, I'll top myself. There's no one I can talk to because no one knows.
You haven't told anyone?
They know about the baby, that's not what I meant. But no one knows what exactly happened, what's involved, who's involved. They're driving me spare.
Who's they?
All of them. Mum, Dad, Gran, Uncle Pete, Kath. Even Dr. Legg knows.
Knows what?
Knows that knows that I'm pregnant. And they're taking it away from me, Den. That's why I had to talk to you about it. Because it is to do with you too, isn't it? They've made a list of all the possible alternatives. Got ticks on some, crosses on the other. So bloody clinical. And feelings don't come into it. Oh, no, just practical things. I wasn't even consulted. No one was interested in my opinions. As if it was nothing to do with me. It began to feel like a problem that had to be solved, like a bunged-up sink. Well, it is to do with me, and I do have opinions and feelings.
You're sure, are you?
I'm sure.
You've had the tests and things?
You name it, I've had it. It's definite, Den. It's a fact.
What have they decided?
Well, they've decided it's got to go. Want to get rid of it. That's a sensible thing to do, you see.
Did you go along with it?
It's not to this very minute that I've given it much thought. They haven't let me.
Well, you should give it some thought.
We should give it some thought, don't you think?
I'm not very good at giving out advice.
I don't want your advice, Den. That's not why I asked you here. I want your opinion, not advice.
Yeah. Well, you're the one that's going to be.
Lumbered.
I can keep your money.
Den, I don't want your bloody money. Is that why you think I asked you here? I don't want anything from you. I just want to know what you want.
If it's what you want, and you think you can cope, then I think you should have the baby. It's going to be hell for us bumping into each other every day in the square.
Den, don't you get Barbara Cartland on me. It's not Romeo and Juliet, you know. This is just a one-off.
I'm going to have to watch the kid grow up.
And not come near me. Or talk to me. Or interfere.
You won't say a word?
I'm not about to blow the gaff on you if that's what you're worried about. I don't want anyone to know, ever. So you don't have to worry about that. You got any kids of your own? Not even from your fancy woman?
What?
Oh, come on, Den, the whole square knows about that one.
She is not a fancy woman. Her name is Jan. She's very beautiful, very affectionate, very warm. And we talk a lot. And my whole world would fall apart if she ever left me.
Sometimes I think the whole human race is cracked.
No. The human race is a bit sad, that's all. It's very easy to get yourself trapped. And no, we haven't got any children.
This will be your first. Thanks, Dean.
For what?
You're the first person who's listened to me for weeks.
If you ever need anything.
Don't worry. Yours will be the first door I knock on. I'm going, though.
I'll give you a lift.
Oh, no. I'll take the bus. It's more my style.
You sure?
I'm sure. Bye, dear.
There's no rush.
I want to go. Bye.
Bye, Miss.
I just sat there like Lady Muck, you know, pouring the drinks, changing the everything.
Good cook, are you?
Oh, pretty fair.
Just like you.
Sorry?
Pretty unfair.
So, he won't mind looking after Vicky, will he?
No, of course not. So it was all a great success then, eh?
Oh, you should have seen it, Mum. That was the best Christmas I ever had.
Oh, I gave Colin one of them.
Yeah, my dad got me it for Christmas.
Oh, you go there for lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you don't celebrate Christmas, do you?
No, but any excuse for a party, eh? Cheers.
You all right there, eh?
Yes.
Oh, you smell nice, Mary.
Oh, your mum bought it me.
Excuse me, ladies.
Hello.
You wouldn't dare do it, not on Christmas Day.
Aren't you all right?
It's gone around a bit fast. Dan's been on the wagon too long.
She's all right, she's having a good time, that's all.
Yeah, she needs to lie down. I'll try and get her taken out. You don't mind taking over for a bit, do you?
No, of course not. Here's Simon, we can say.
Ange?
What? You talk to me?
Not the work.
Oh, excuse me, girls. It's Master's voice.
How'd you feel?
How do I feel? I'm bushed. It's been a hell of a day, isn't it? And I ain't very strong, am I? Thanks for the best Christmas ever, Den.
Our last one.
You don't regret staying with me, do you? I don't want to get morbid today of all days, but it scares me. I don't think I can keep up this performance 24 hours a day.
Oh, you could keep this performance up for a lifetime. Like on the Orient Express, like in the bar, like chatting up the barman. Oh, I've told my husband this terrible lie. Not a little white one, but a big black one. Remember, Ange? Because I do, because I was sitting 4 feet away from you, lapping up every word. 6 little months to live. 6 tragic little months. And poor old Angie's gonna pop off. That has got to be the sickest joke that you've ever played. And then what's fell for it? Well, now the joke's on you. This, my sweet, is a letter from my solicitor telling you that your husband has filed a petition for divorce. It also tells you to get yourself a solicitor pretty damn quick. Happy Christmas, Ange.
Can't do it, though.
Come on, Bill. I'll take you home.
Leave it out, will you?
It's a bit late, isn't she?
It's a woman's prerogative.
Yeah, look, I've got to go and get some fresh air, right?
Do what?
I've got a headache.
Leave it out. She'll be here in a minute. Not that way. Use the side door.
Yeah. Sorry.
I can't go and ask him, should I? Don't ask Lou, she shouldn't.
She's a bird in my gilded cage. She's a wolf.
Name has put a butter up again.
Wonder where the mountain is.
What mountain?
Well, I mean, I wonder what they do when they want some. Just dig it up, I suppose, but it can't be very clean, can it?
What are you talking about, Ethel?
Well, the BAFTA mountain.
That ain't a mountain, that's just a figure of speech. It means there's lots of it.
Oh, well, do you know, I thought...
But no matter what you thought, it's a sin to all when they're starving millions.
Well, I don't think anybody would enjoy eating a plate of butter. Here. I've never seen a mountain.
No, well, you wouldn't, would you? You ain't been nowhere.
No, I suppose not.
Ah.
I wouldn't want to go if I could now.
Well, I have. I've seen mountains.
Where?
In Wales, when I was a girl.
Fancy a cup of tea?
Oh, yeah.
That was when you was being evacuated, wasn't it? That's going back a bit. What was it like being evacuated here? What's the time?
4 o'clock, why?
Well, Michelle wants me to give the baby a dose of her medicine at 4:30.
What's the matter with her?
Well, I don't know. She just said she's to have 1 teaspoonful of her medicine at 4:30.
Well, if she's poorly, her mother shouldn't leave her.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have left my Nick. I sat up 3 nights with him when he had the croup.
Shouldn't have bothered.
What?
Nothing.
I mean, why didn't you ask me? I mean, I've had experience. I've had a child.
I never have.
Well, I know that, don't I? I've known you all my life.
Yes, except when you was being evacuated.
Oh, Ethel, I was 3 when I was evacuated.
Oh, here.
Hmm?
I was 17 when war started. 17 and pretty as a picture. Ooh, the Yanks used to whistle me and I used to call back, "Got any gum, chum?" Soldier and a sailor had a fight over me. In the Vic it was.
Why'd they fight over you?
For my charms. Oh, and a right set to it was. They was biffing each other all over the place.
There's nothing to be proud of, leading men on. Not that they need much leading on.
I didn't have to lead them on.
Well, what happened?
When?
Who won, the soldier or the sailor?
Oh, I
And
don't...
What was his reward?
I don't know. My dad come and took me home, and he stood over me on the sink while I washed the makeup off.
You was always a bit flighty.
Flighty? No, I don't think so. I just wanted a good time. I do now. Don't get it, though. No nice knees up in pubs, no sing-song, and they don't smell the same, do they? Pubs used to smell nice. They don't anymore. Nothing's the same.
We're older.
Well, I don't feel older.
It's a funny thing, age.
I don't see anything funny in it.
No, what I meant was, here we are sitting talking. I mean, what are you, 14 years older than me? I mean, when I was evacuated...
Yeah.
What?
Your mother went with you, didn't she?
Yes, what I was saying was, you know, you was grown up when I was 3. Then when I was 17, you was getting on. Now we're practically the same. 2 old ladies. Don't seem fair to me.
Yeah.
Hmm?
She ran away, didn't she? Got married.
Well, she got married again, yes.
Oh, I remember. They couldn't find her when they brought you back from evacuation, could they? I remember. They was going to put you in a home. She dumped you.
She never dumped me. I mean, it was a war. House they was in, it got bombed, that's all. She never dumped me. I mean, houses did get bombed, you know. People did get misplaced. I suppose she was worried sick looking for me. In fact, I know she was worried sick looking for me. Only, I mean, things were all topsy-turvy in them days. She was pleased to see me.
It's nothing short of vandalism.
The new payphones are trendy.
Trendy? Be obsolete in 5 years.
Yeah, well, I won't be around to see them, will I? Perhaps.
Look, Barry, you had a blood test, that is all.
Oh, it's all right for you, innit? You ain't so many different things you can forget. Me? Everywhere I go, posters scream at me. There's notices on walls, leaflets in your hand. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. Rip bleeding wherever.
Well, at long last, you're really telling me what's on your mind.
It's obvious, isn't it?
Very. It's also obvious that there are questions you want me to answer, right?
You're a great bloke, Carl. I respect you. I don't want to offend you by answering questions.
AIDS is too serious to worry about offending or hurting or anything else. Listen, now's the time to be straight with each other. See, people like old Dot, they show their ignorance. But at least they let you know what they think. I mean, it hurts, but I understand it.
I'm confused. I don't know what questions to ask.
Oh, come on, you better let old Muggins do the talking. Listen, I think you know me well enough to know that I'm not into casual sex. God knows, it took me long enough to come out in the first place. Because I believe in commitment.
Yeah, I know. Even when I've let you down real bad. Believe you.
But that's not enough, is it? I mean, how do we know whether my last partner was being straight with me? And I'm human, neurotic as hell. So I had to find out.
You've had the test?
Yeah. It's not something you do lightly, but yes, and I'm clear.
You crack me up, you do. You must have gone through hell.
No, they counsel you first, just to make sure you know what you're letting yourself in for, because, see, apart from your health, a positive result can affect all kinds of things. You could lose your job. It can affect your life insurance.
Life insurance?
And the way people treat you. Not that they treat you much differently when you haven't got it, but they want to make sure that you're prepared for all those sorts of things.
You should have told me.
I wanted to, but you know, it's one of the things I loved about you the first time. So open. Always up front.
Not about this, eh? I was too scared. Don't want to know.
As far as I'm concerned, you're being checked for glandular fever, mate. One step at a time, eh?
This place. I've thought a lot about this place, Ali. I mean, look at it.
It's all right.
No, look at it.
I am.
This place has got to be the crappiest cafe in London. I mean, this whole operation is for losers. And there's money to be made round here, bags of it. I mean, look at the yuppies. I mean, that's what they're all about, money. If people like us want to succeed, we're going to have to beat them at their own game. Cash, value for money. I mean, we could be sitting on a gold mine. It's all got to change. I mean, this counter's wrong for a start. We're losing all that space by the window. And the food's wrong. It's not what people want. Cheeseburgers, hamburgers, pizzas, that's what people want these days. And microwaves going ping every 30 seconds. This has all got to come out. I want it all changed. I want it clean and efficient and fast. I mean, and the cab side too. I mean, we need more cars, better cars, cleaner cars. And you can put your prices up for a start. People will pay for it if the service is good. The first thing we need to do is get a bank loan. We get to the bank manager, get a bank loan, and then we close up for the weekend. Or a whole week, I don't care. And then we transform this place. Just transform it. And smarten ourselves up too. I mean, no more lazing around at the betting shop. No more bitching the customers. Niceness itself. I mean, we're sitting on a little gold mine here. And then we end up yuppies too, I suppose. It all started to go wrong when Hassan died. I mean, not just the business, us too. I mean, we're as run down as this bloody calf. I want it all different.
And you think they'll replace Hassan?
No, nothing will replace Hassan, ever.
All right, then instead of then. Totted up us and a totted up calf. Instead of a baby?
No, Ali. As well as the baby.
I've been waiting for you to say that for so long.
Are you happy?
What do you think I'm crying for? Dance on the tables if you like.
15 weeks, due in April. Tied up couple. I couldn't have put it better myself.
What do you think you're playing at, eh? Finishing stuff in keeping your precious envelopes. Is what you wanted, isn't it?
Can't you see what you're doing?
No. Well, I've a feeling you're going to tell me.
This
though.
is a chance, Teresa, a chance
I don't
for you.
want a chance, Mum. I just want to do what I want to do.
Daft. Your dad's worked hard to get this off the ground.
So what?
So you ought to be grateful.
For what?
Set you back on your feet.
Don't you ever listen. I don't want anything from you. I just want to do what I want to do. I want to make my own decisions.
You're incapable of making your own decisions.
That's it, isn't it? That's it. Thicko Mary can't make her own decisions. Well, I tell you one decision I did make. The best decision I ever made was leaving you and your stupid religion. Being me. I'm not just someone you could whistle at and then dance. You could never see that, could you? Because you wouldn't allow yourself to see it. God says I'm bad, so I'm bad. God says I'm that, so I'm that. Well, I'm not. I'm just trying to be me, but you won't sorry well let me.
I'm taking Annie with me.
No, you are not.
She's staying with me tonight.
You go near her, and I'll kill you. I mean that.
Time to go.
Yes. Come on then. Well, that's done it now, hasn't it? It's like it's just me and you again.
I want you to be the man of the house, the head of the family. You're old and ugly enough to do it. Stand up to her a bit more. It was your dad's.
I know. Tana.
Seems right somehow that today of all days you should lose your job again.
Now listen, Mum.
Sit down, Arthur. No one interrupts Lou Beale in midstream. Your son's a bad lad. Do you want your daughter to go the same way? Do you want all your family to be failures? I expect you've thought all these years that the old bag's had it in for you, that I hated you. Well, you'd be wrong. Nothing personal, Arthur. As a matter of fact, I quite like you. You're loyal. You used to be a trier. You stick by your wife. And basically, you've got a heart of gold. But you always need a kick up the backside, something which I've made my life's work. So, pull your socks up, eh?
Fair enough.
It was Albert's. It's about gardening.
Thanks, Mum.
Well, you've got the lot, haven't you? I'm surprised your shoulders haven't buckled with the weight resting on them. They broke the mould when they made you. The last of the line where we all come from. I don't know how you do it. Working, looking after this lot, looking after me. And yet I've never heard you complain. Maybe you do it when I go to bed. You've got one fault. You keep too many secrets. Don't use what you know to take it out on other people. You only cause chaos. Either spill the beans or forget you ever heard anything about it. I think you'll be able to cope. You've done bloody well up till now.
You could try smartening yourself up a bit, and a smile now and again wouldn't come amiss. And you gotta let yourself go occasionally. Otherwise, you'll get old before you need to. Make sense?
Yes, Mum. Thanks.
I'd like you to have this.
I couldn't, Mum.
I don't need a piece of metal to remind me I was once married. Right. That's you lot sorted out. I can go now.
I'd rather listen to his background music than the racket you make gnashing your teeth. Turns my stomach.
Why don't you change the record, Barnsley?
Now, lads. Goodwill to all men. This is starting to sound like grounds for a divorce.
You don't have to live with it day in and day out. I bet your missus hasn't got such disgusting manners.
That's why I'm really looking forward to retirement, so as we can have all our meals together.
Yeah, well, I'll do a swap with you anytime you want.
You remind me of the last bloke I banged up with. He was a fussy eater and all. Reckon he was being poisoned by additives. Reckon I must have a cast-iron stomach.
Cast-iron brain, more like. I thought this was the first time you've been banged up.
We thought wrong. I don't give the whole life story out at once, you know. Have to work out if you can trust people first.
A man, was it?
That's right.
Drunk?
Nah, murder. Old git by the name of Reg Cox.
So me, Ali and Arthur, we kicked the door in. The place was like a pigsty. You had to stay away from the carpet and the furniture in case you got fleas. And the cantankerous old bugger was about drawing breath. I think he snuffed it the next day, if I remember rightly. So come on, Nick. Tell me. Tell me what happened.
Could tell you to mind your own business.
What's it like, eh? I've never been in a situation like it. I've been close, but I've never been that close. So what goes on inside your head, eh?
Well, it's like a mixture of too much dope and too much booze. 2 feet off the ground, you know. I feel like the most powerful man in the world. I was hard up. That's what it was all over, short of a few bob. I'd screwed the last few pennies out of that napping mother of mine and spent it all on special brew. Old Reg was in the Vic. You'd always con him into buying him a drink if he was careful about it. Right old Scrooge at the best of times. If you got on about the war, he was like putty in your hands. Reckon he won the Battle of the Blitz single-handed, didn't he? Smelly old liar. I reckon he was the biggest skiver of all. Anyway, the Vic closed, and I bought a bottle of whiskey. Well, he did. Went back to his place. He was legless, and he had a bit of cash. Spotted that when he bought the booze at the off-licence. Also, there was a few bits and pieces in that dump he called Nome that was worth a few quid. Like a few wartime medals for a start. So I said to him, hand it all over. And he went all funny. And it made me mad as hell. So, I kicked his head in.
Go on, Arthur, my son, you show. Go on, Arthur.
Now will you please welcome the man that lays the traps, that catch the mice, the host of television's Cat and Mouse, Dave Wright.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you so much. Welcome to another tension-packed half hour of Cat and Mouse. Will the mouse succeed in escaping that terrifying pussy? Or will the cat triumph and win tonight's star prize? Well, we won't know until we reach tonight's final. And to start on that trail, we need to meet tonight's contestants. So, contestants, will you join me now, please, on the Fromage Fun Run? Arthur. Yours is the Stilton. He's been after Joan's nibbly bits all day. Just won't leave the women alone.
That's what happens when they get on television. It goes to their heads.
Now it's Arthur Fowler from Hackney. Walford. Aha. Just testing there, Arthur. Just want to make sure you remember where you come from. After all, it was only this afternoon we rehearsed where he was going to stand. It says here, Arthur, that you like football.
Yeah, that's right.
Which team do you support?
Walford Town.
I thought you said you liked football. You have your own fruit and veg stand.
Yeah, that's right,
Yes, it's a
I think I've been given the sack
Me
for my
and
own
me
business.
What's his name? Pete. Say hello, Arthur. Go on, give him a little wave. Say, hello, Peter.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah, well, it does say here you're married with 3 children and 1 grandchild.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And what are their names, eh?
Mark, Michelle and Martin.
The 3 M's. M, M, and M, yeah. You were keen on James Bond, were you? You just couldn't make your mind up. You know, well, what should we call this one? And Martin's your youngest, is he? It's not meant to be a trick question now.
yes, he is.
Is he? How old is he?
He's 1, 3, 2.
Make your mind up.
3.
3? He's a recent addition to the Fowler clan. Well,
Yeah, that's
boy, Arthur, you show him, you see, you're never too old. It's a lesson there for us all, isn't there? Plenty of fruit and veg. I told you he was one for the women, didn't I? Ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Fowler.
And now you, Joan Russell, and you're from Warsaw.
Well, sadly, we have to say goodbye to Belinda. But you do take with you a gold-plated cat and mouse mousetrap and £20 in cash. Ladies and gentlemen, Belinda Birch. Well, that leaves us, ladies and gentlemen, with just 3 contestants. And as you all know, only 2 can go through to tonight's grand final with a chance of winning tonight's star prize. Will it be Joan, Arthur, or Gary? Stay with us as we move into our cat flap round.
Oh, he's done well.
You're doing very well here, Arthur, huh? How are you feeling?
Nervous.
You're not the only one. OK, here comes your next question. Start the clock. Who played Ina Sharples in Coronation Street?
No, Violet Castle.
Stop the clock, he's done it again. Well, let's move straight forward.
He's going to do it, you know, he's going to do it.
Everything crossed. Worried, Ali?
No way, mate. If it's good for Arthur, it's good for me.
What's your game?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't you just ask him to cut his arse out and put it on a plate?
Oh, don't be disgusting.
This might be funny to you, but you're making a right monkey out of here.
Ian's old enough to decide what he wants to be when he grows
Look,
up.
if you think there's a chance that you and me might get back together, then
Oh, I
you've got
never been the
everything coming.
thought. After all I know, you think of Sharon, don't
You
you?
say anything and I'll lay you out.
Oh, sounds fun, but I'm busy right now. Excuse me.
You talking about me?
Hey?
Hey, you heard.
No, we were just
What were you
talking.
saying?
He said you were behaving like an idiot.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose I did.
What's it got to do with you, how I
Nothing,
behave?
I suppose.
Yeah, so just butt out, will you?
Mike Tyson.
Yes, stop that clock. Yes, not that difficult for Joan Russell. Mike Tyson is, of course, the right answer. And you're still in charge of the board, so your next question is coming right up. Start the clock. Who first shot J.R.?
Sue Ellen.
Stop the clock. Sorry, Joan. It was Kristen. So it's anybody's game still. Well, Arthur, you have 30 seconds to answer this next question. And if you answer it correctly, you will win tonight's star prize. But if not, Joan will steam in there and gobble you all up. So, OK, everybody, the very best of luck to you both. Start the clock. Which DJ hosted the first ever program on Radio 1?
Terry Wogan.
No, Neil Padley, Jimmy Bill.
No, the other bloke, Bruno Brooks.
Not even born. I know, Stupid.
No,
You're behaving like a complete plonker, do you know that?
Yeah, you are keen on sticking your oar in, aren't you?
No, that nice man. Jimmy Young.
Frank, Bob.
No, he doesn't know.
He's not going to get it. I'm telling you, he ain't going to get it.
Tony Blackburn.
You have won tonight's Star Prize, which is a continental holiday for 2 and spending money for
result?
Where's your wife, Arthur? She's here tonight, isn't she? Come on, Pamela, let's have a look at you.
You just think you know it all, didn't you?
All right, push off then, you're starting to annoy me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the end of another game of cat and mouse. But don't forget, prick up those ears and preen those whiskers for same time, same channel next week. See you then. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Come in.
No wonder Mo gets stum, eh?
Ladies
like to introduce you to a very good friend of mine, Mrs. Frank Butcher! Thank you. I'd like to thank Arthur for a start for standing at short notice. Oh, thanks, mate. I won't keep you long, but it's been a tremendous day for me, and I'd like to thank you all for coming. And your present's been gratefully accepted. I'd like to give a special thanks to my mumsy. And not forgetting Marge here, that done all the slaving in the kitchen. I've got very little else to say, apart from there's beer left in the barrels and... Yeah, it'll be on the house. What do you mind, the Duke of Westminster? Anything else you want is in the Vic. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Thanks.